grab a drink, because this is Hangover Time.
I don't know what y'all want from me. Like I've been sitting here, like staring at the box score, like trying to figure out, like what's my opening rant going to be about? Is it going to be about the fact that we went to a 9-man rotation for some reason? Because why? I have no idea. Duncan hive we up. The fact that Duncan didn't play tonight, like, is just pushing my agenda even further. Like, so we don't play Duncan. We play 9 guys. We just shit ourselves, like, just over and over again, turnover after turnover. Like, literally, I think Victor Oladipo shit himself in the last 2 minutes of that game. Like, I think if they check his shorts, he shit on himself at the end of that game. So, there's that. There's just, like, I put it out in the first half, my 3 favorite players of the game. We had a really bad hit-ahead pass to Jimmy. It, like, caroms off the backboard. They get the ball back. They still have, like, a 4-on-2 advantage. And Jimmy, like, lets the ball roll like he's saving shot clock time. And he waits for the entire Cavaliers defense to get back. Because the best thing you can do against the Cleveland Cavaliers is set up against them in the half court when they have 2 fucking 7-footers. And then Jimmy finally picks the ball up. They're like, oh, I saved all this shot clock time. Now there's 11 seconds left on the shot clock, or like 8. And then he dribbles into 2 7-footers and gets denied, right? Then there was a time that Tyler Hero circled the basket twice.
Oh, my gosh.
Because these motherfuckers are going to get shorter. They were going to get shorter if they kept fucking running in circles. Like, fucking Evan Mobley was going to lose inches if he kept running around the fucking rim and then gets his shit sent. I mean, and then there was a time that Bam Adebayo decided that Evan Mobley was Isaiah Thomas and just threw it at his fucking hands.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Up for the fucking because Caleb was rolling. Like, oh, you got to get
Caleb pick and roll.
I mean, and then somebody was like, why are you being so negative in the first half? They played hard against a good team. Because this team loses games by 5 points. So every time they make a mistake, it's the end of the fucking world. There's no margin for error. Why do I get upset every time they fucking have a turnover or do something stupid? Because I know at the end of the game, every one of those fucking points matter. If they made their free throws, they win this game. Every missed free throw breaks my heart. Every turnover breaks my heart. Every time they give up an offensive rebound and then it turned into a fucking 3, because I swear to God, I need the fucking metric on that. I need the metric on fucking offensive rebounds that turn into 3-point fucking fade away off of 1 foot falling out of fucking bounds. Like, the Heat lead the league in that fucking shit. Why do I get mad? It's just a few mistakes. When you lose games by 4 points all the goddamn time, a few mistakes are the fucking that's everything. But anyway,
Workout.
At least we're here for a good cause.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Segue.
Good thing is that despite all of the misery tonight, we are still here for a good cause. Bring me out, Brass. I'm sorry.
That was a banger.
Yeah.
Man.
Tonight is not about the Heat, falling. What are they?
Oh, shut up, because tonight is for the baby. Because you were taking way too long to get there. Come on, man.
Bring Moose out. Moose, tell them what tonight's all about.
Listen,
Moose out.
we're not here to talk about basketball or the Miami Heat or none of that. Tonight, we are here not only to celebrate International Women's Day. Shout out to Siobhan and Tiffany. See what I did there? It's all-inclusive. But we're also here for the babies. Baskets for babies. Why don't we throw it over to Dose? Because I don't remember. What are we doing with this?
Dose.
Thank you for having me. This was a step up from last year. Last year, when we had our Baskets for Babies show, we played the Celtics and we beat the Celtics. And Al started the show with like 50 straight F-bombs. He was like, F that name, F big beans. And then the next day, the nice women who run Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies said we set back prenatal care in Palm Beach County like 40 years with that rant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
So I'm very thankful for you guys for having me here. This is the third year we've done this. So we come on the show and we raise money for Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies of Palm Beach County. And it's a really large nonprofit in Palm Beach County that helps to improve birth outcome for our community. And in the past, this is a fundraiser that I thought up. I was a volunteer for them, and I thought it up 2 years ago. And now, in our third year, we've raised a total of over $100,000 for families in our community.
Nice.
And it's really important. It's an important thing to me, as I think we all know. Birth outcomes, they disproportionately impact negatively communities of color. So we're trying to level the playing field and give families in our community a level playing field. And I think we're being simulcast tonight on 5 Reasons. So I want to thank the people over at 5 Reasons, like Wes and my man Tony Schwartz. They do a great job over there. I was thinking this morning about how I've really come full circle with this show and Heat Beat. I started watching Heat Beat when I was in college many years ago. It was fantastic. Back then, it was called, a lot of people don't know this, back then it was called All You Can Heat. And the original hosts were Ethan Skolnick and Brian Groins. And now, all these years later, I have a son in college, and he's a huge Heat fan. And he loves the whole Heat Beat network, even that TV show with the annoying drip drop guy. He watches that.
Howard Time.
Yeah, but his favorite show is Hangover Time. He's always talking about Hangover Time. He's like, Dad, did you see Hangover Time? He loves it. His favorite 2 characters on the show are Siobhan, because he says she's foxy as hell, and Brass.
Taste.
He loves Brass. And I'm not going to lie. A lot of times I go to bed early. I haven't seen this show since I was on it last year. And he'll text me in the morning, be like, Dad, let me tell you about the fancy drink that Brass made. And he'll tell me what the ingredients were and the name of it. And he'll be like, you should make one of those for Mom. And he loves all the bits that Brass produces, like the Mechanic's Garage and Black Hotel or whatever it was called. He thinks Brass is the best. But then also sometimes he'll text me and just be like, what do you think is wrong with Gianni? Bang, dead, Brass, take me out.
Wow.
Wait, I got kicked out for a second. Did he say Black Hotel? What?
I don't know what it's called. I've never seen the show.
I think he meant Black in Time or.
Oh, okay.
God.
Yeah.
What's that?
Black Hotel sounds like a great miniseries.
Brass,
though.
by the
We should
way,
produce that.
you said
Black Hotel.
Black Hotel.
Oh no.
no.
Wait, I forgot something, which is that. So what we're going to do tonight is we're raising, I don't know how we're taking the donations. Is there a link where people can make donations?
Yeah, we'll put it in the chat. Here, let's go ahead and do
So
that.
one thing we're going to do, this is actually something that my Deuces podcast producer, Isaac, actually helped with for once. He helped us get 2 tickets from the Miami Heat. They're in section 301, so they're not on the first level. But we're very grateful. We're very grateful to the Miami Heat for any tickets that we get. They're in section 301, row 6. Thank you to the Miami Heat. And we're going to give them away. I don't know how Brass is going to do this, but it's one person who makes any donation, who's made a donation this week, only to this link, not to the general fundraiser. At the end of the show, Brass is going to pick a name somehow, randomly, and I'm going to forward the tickets to those people, and it's to the Heat Grizzlies game next Wednesday, so the Heat will probably lose, but I'm sure you'll have a fun time. Take the bright line.
Miami
So
lose
good.
that
Don't send us your subs or anything tonight. We're gonna do all the money you're gonna give tonight. Please give to this excellent cause here.
Yes.
The link is up in the chat. So check that on Twitch. Or,
I believe if you just type in baskets
or YouTube.
the link should pop up in the chat.
Is it exclamation
Exclamation
baskets.
baskets. Sorry.
Thank you, Moose, for that.
Well,
Thank you, Dose.
ladies.
Thank you for guys. This is actually, listen. All the things we do, one thing we try to do here is always every once in a while, when it's Pride Month, we've done things for my mother's charity in Haiti, taking care of sick people in Haiti. Baskets for babies, healthy mothers, healthy babies. We try to do some good between all the chicanery and foolishness Every week I try to get canceled with shit like Black in Time, but so it's always nice
Black
to
Hotel.
get Black Hotel, which
Next.
is super offensive. It's so offensive we don't even air it. Me and Brassjazz just create the imaging, and we don't even do the damn segment. But listen, so we're gonna get back to the Heat game. We're gonna keep talking about basketball for babies. We're gonna have some special guests tonight. But guys, please click the link. We need to get to $1,000 tonight. Okay, we're at like $117, I think. I'm trying to figure out how to donate myself. I don't want the tickets, Dose. Don't worry about me. You can give them to somebody else. But we need to get to $1,000, or Tiffany can't go to sleep, and her students tomorrow are going to be very upset.
Correct.
So listen. So let's get back to the game because there was a basketball game tonight, if you want to call it that. And let's find out who kicked our ass.
They kicked our ass.
Moose, you go first. Who kicked our ass tonight?
On a night that we were actually making shots, you know who kicked our ass? The turnovers. Take me out, Brass.
He didn't even put you in.
Didn't even put you in.
He didn't put you in.
Yeah. One time for the babies.
Tiff, who kicked our ass tonight?
I mean, Moose took my answer. So, not having Stickum.
Take her out, Brass. Take her out.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Siobhan. I'm sorry, Kenny. Who kicked our ass tonight?
Duncan Robinson kicked our
On
ass. And
international.
I'm fully aware Duncan Robinson didn't play, but whatever he did to Eric Spoelstra whenever he did it, it's obviously causing some real friction between them. And so, like, I just don't understand how they're actually making shots tonight, fine. But how do you play a game like he played the other night and then just not play again? I don't know. I don't know if they got to put gloves on and sort that shit out. I don't know who's going to win that fight, but something has to be done because he's making a lot of money. And he's actually, when he plays well, like, at least put him on the court a little bit. So Duncan Robinson kicked our ass for whatever he did to Spo.
Kenny, I just want him to apologize. You feel me? Like,
At least, give him, hey, I fake apologize all the time. Just do it. You
That was
don't have
last
to mean
year.
it.
Spo not taking that apology now. That was old shit.
I mean, but what did he do? Like, one day, one segment we have to do, maybe we call it Black Hotel. We just
Not if we talking about Duncan
Robinson in the Black Hotel.
Or Spo.
or Spo.
Yeah. Well, we try to figure out what the hell happened. Like, what did Duncan Robinson do to the Miami Heat that he just can't get any playing time? Dose, great outfit, by the way. I believe you're Woody Harrelson from Cheers.
Never seen it.
Zombieland? Zombieland 2? No?
I've not
After
seen that
Four
show,
Killers?
nor the movie White Men Can't Jump.
Okay, who kicked our ass tonight?
I was writing my monologue. I barely watched the game.
Fair.
I mean,
Nice.
It
Take
doesn't.
more shots than they
Material like Black
Oh,
Hotel doesn't
Frank
write
is here.
itself.
Frankie, who kicked our ass tonight?
The 2023 Miami Heat, as they always do. Take me out, Brad.
yes.
Siobhan, who kicked our ass tonight?
So Gabe Vincent kicked our ass tonight, and did Health kick our ass tonight? Like, I don't understand. We had, like, for the first time, all season, like 6 available other people, and we just, I don't know. Duncan should apologize. I don't know why they worse than Yurt's time. He could still be where he was getting burned. Like, why is Jamal Cain here wasting his days? Like, what did Hamish do? Like, I don't know. I don't know. We lost by 4. Gabe couldn't give you anything, went and tried to take anything, but then we had 6 healthy bodies and we don't play anybody else. These dudes are worn out. I just Spo, Health, Gabe. It was a cocktail of ass kicking.
I didn't think Cleveland played well. Like, do you guys think Cleveland played well tonight?
I do.
No.
They're big, but they are
That's
big,
what
and
it
so it
is.
doesn't
They
matter.
Play well. They just
But
they
it
were just
doesn't.
there.
But it doesn't. Right, but
They're
it doesn't
big
matter. You don't have
athletic.
to always. That allows you some margin of error. We don't have any of that. That's why all them
Right.
real little
Oh,
mistakes.
That's
why all
margin
them
of
real
error
little
kicks our
mistakes-
ass.
Every
Well, as
time
much-
we don't have any.
for as much as we were shooting ourselves in the foot, for lack of better terms, with turnovers, they kept
Shout
letting.
out to Ja Morant. Sorry.
Exactly, Ja Morant. Yes,
And Sean Kemp, by the way.
they were letting us in the game just as much. Like they weren't putting it away. We had no business being as close as we were in the fourth quarter, but we had our chance.
We had multiple chances, and we had multiple chances against a team that this next guest, we're gonna bring him in real quick.
Yeah, who cares who kicked our ass? You don't have to come.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who gives a shit who kicked our ass? I'm drinking pineapple milk.
Is that
tonight.
milk? Oh,
I'm drinking pineapple milk. No, it's
brand?
rum.
Okay.
It's cognac. It's cane syrup. It's a whole egg and pineapple juice.
hashtag nut milk,
good.
Tiff.
I'm
Girl.
gonna love that. I can't wait.
Heavy cream, of course, heavy cream. Yeah. Good stuff. But who cares who fucking kicked our ass? Because we lost again when we had a chance to win. Like the margin of error shit is real. It's fucking getting to me, and the fact that we have to go to this guy as a fucking guest right now.
Yeah. All right. So let's bring him
Who is
in.
this guy?
Justin Rowan.
Oh,
Hello. How we
Who's
all
this
doing
dude
tonight?
coming in here with his arms all open, like we about to hug his
Very
ass?
nice.
He
Big
hugging
ass
you,
Max Struess.
right?
I
don't
was
even,
expecting that reception.
We're
That's
trying
how
to
I thought
get
it
don't
donations.
even, Alf.
Justin
Like
Justin.
Max and
AKA
Doug put together.
Nah, don't do that.
AKA Great Value Max Struess.
There you go. There you go.
Great Value Max Struess sounds like the ideal Cavs off season. I would love that for the mid-level exception. Let's go that way.
I'm not
We
gonna say what I was
would have
gonna
gave him
say
to you
here.
for a second round pick. Jesus Christ, we should have talked
Hey,
about this earlier.
I mean, if that was true, I think the Cavs would have done that already. You
No.
see how badly they need shooting? They're playing in a phone booth out there sometimes.
Hey, I don't know if you're getting
No,
it.
listen, you over here preaching to the goddamn choir. Like, what are you talking about?
We've
Like,
been watching 2 different seasons, my man.
We've been watching 2 different seasons, but I can empathize with what you guys are talking about because the Cavs have been in a ridiculous amount of clutch games. There's always that is the reason why there's so much angst amongst the Cavs fan base, because 18 of their losses have been in clutch time, and the majority of those have been on the road. I mean, you saw some of the issues. Like you said,
you're
they
saying
were
this to
giving
us?
that ball away. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Angst.
We've gone through the same thing. This was the Angst Bowl, and the Cavs getting a win was nice. And honestly, you guys not mentioning a Cavs player in who kicked your ass, that's fitting. I don't think anyone on the Cavs really had an A+ game.
You know what?
True.
That's a good point. Bring him
That's a
in,
good
Brass.
Tell us more. Tell us more.
but Justin, listen, to get the Cavs perspective, we're going to keep you here for a little bit before we let you go. We'll get back to our nonsense and chicanery and raising money for babies.
For the
because
baby.
Don't
That's what we
hesitate to
do.
make a donation.
Click the link, Justin.
Yeah, Justin.
I've already donated.
Oh,
That's
The
oh,
Miami
Look at
Heat
that.
donated so many turnovers and second chance opportunities. I felt
Get this-
the need to repay
That's
the
one.
favor.
Oh, hey,
Damn it.
Justin.
If
Okay,
you didn't
that's
give
you get
Come on,
one.
Come
That
on.
was a good
No,
one.
you got
That's
it.
not even a shot at us.
Yeah.
That's a shot at the
Check his
baby.
ass out right now.
Yo, Alf, he came in here and put his feet on our sofa.
He sure did.
right. Fuck
sure
your
did.
couch.
May I
I
ask
am
a
comfortable.
question?
He said I'm
He said-
comfortable. Like
Go
them
ahead.
boys was
Ask-
in the paint.
Ask a
Oh.
question. Ask a question, though.
Does Cavaliers Twitter have a equivalent to the drip drop guy?
There's only one
Like
dose.
someone that has a 2-syllable bit that just annoys the crap out of everybody all year long. Just relentlessly.
No,
His name is-
for the baby.
His name is Carter. His name is Carter.
Yeah, it's Carter, my co-host. No, we don't have a lot of 2-syllable bits. We have a lot of 1-note bits, which get exhausting, but not nothing quite like that.
You need that second note. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
No, but Justin, we watched the Cavs at the end of this game, try their best to give the game away to the Miami Heat. They did everything they possibly could to say, hey, guys, you played a shitty game. We would like to give this to you as a present on your Basket for Babies night. How frustrating was that to watch? And, how satisfying was it to watch a team that was even worse in the clutch?
I mean, it was definitely satisfying. It's frustrating to watch. The Cavs have been awful. The Cavs have in the clutch at home. The Cavs have a +20 net rating, and on the road, it's a -24 net rating in the clutch. Like that is young team shit. And for them to get a win against the Miami Heat team that, like, you guys need these wins, right? Like, you want to get out of the play-in tournament. I think both of these teams are kind of desperate, even though they're not playing.
That's two, Justin.
Really?
That's
Really?
two. That's two.
No. I'll get you back here. Like, you want to get out of the play-in because, let's be honest, if you're playing the Philadelphia 76ers in the first round, it doesn't matter what happened in the regular season because you know what they can do mentally and what the Heat can do mentally to the Philadelphia 76ers. So you're going to feel good about that. So Cavs getting this win obviously feels great. I think the only real thing that I'd say that they did well overall was their half-court defense. I don't know why Miami didn't feel the need to push the pace. They were killing
because
the
we
Cavs.
old.
We can't. Justin.
No, it ain't because we old. Justin, did you see the I talked about this the play.
They don't know how to run fucking fast breaks.
Did you see the play where it was a hit-ahead pass that carried him off the back of the fucking shot clock?
Yes, Karen.
Jimmy let it roll to him like it was like he was going to save time. And he waited for your entire fucking tall-ass defense to come down the floor. And
Jimmy
held
was
the
in
ball.
LA last night, man. Like, that's a long flight. He's
He
tired,
was.
right? Like,
He
you
was.
got to let that ball roll.
So
up
pass
the
it to
court.
somebody who wants to do some shit.
Pau fucked Miami twice.
There's two people you can pass it to. Don't pass it, Jimmy. Just let whatever happens going to happen.
All right. The 3-on-2 break, Alf. Like, Jimmy had the ball by himself on the left. They could have just ping the shit back and forth. Like, got on the block, waited, and then again, the rest of the whole tall ass front line just comes. And then go
Jimmy
ask
saying,
for
I'm
the
going to
foul.
post up.
I
Alfie,
mean,
you're
like,
disgust at Tyler Hero dribbling around, like expecting to shake Evan Mobley at some point. Like,
He thought he was going to get him. Thought he was going to get him. Not the first time, maybe the second time.
And it was the
Evan had
best
to be
block
like-
I've ever seen. It was just reaching out there, just nope.
Evan was like, "Are you for real? Like, really? This is what? All right."
You know what it felt like? You know when like you hold the little person by their forehead and let them swing their fucking arms? That's what it felt like. He was just like letting him just go around in circles. Just okay.
That's perfect.
Oh,
though.
keep dribbling, layup, block. Like it was, and honestly, and they still had a chance to win. And Justin, how much did that bother you? Like, this is the way this is the way this team plays in crunch time. This is the way this team plays in, like in tight games. Like that's what the playoffs are. Like, are you concerned about the Cavs going into the playoffs?
Yeah, they are number one in net rating, but I don't consider them to be a contender this year because I think experience really, really matters. Like, every team in the Eastern Conference has way more playoff experience than them. You look at the top teams, they all kind of have a starting lineup with an average age of 28 to 30, where the Cavs starting lineup, it's average age 23, right? Like, they're going to make mistakes. I don't care what the regular season numbers are. I would just like to win around, push a team in the second round. Like, to me, that's a realistic goal and something that would feel good. But like, I do think it's going to be an issue. I think some of that has to do with spacing. Some of that just has to do with young guys making mistakes.
What's the average age of our starting five? Can the stat guys get on that?
20. I think it's 28. It's 28, right?
28.
Well, Kevin Love didn't help that.
No.
True.
Is that with Kyle being out or without Kyle out? Because I feel like that skews it too.
Excellent point. With Kyle, it's 48.
No, that's true. They were getting too young. They brought in Kevin Love to bring that age back up. Justin, before we let you go, what have you seen from Kevin Love on the Heat? I've actually been very happy with his, not necessarily his output, but his presence, what he does for the rotation. I think Caleb Martin has benefited greatly from the fact that he's back in the position that he's supposed to be in, back in a role that he's fit and that he's made for. I also think that he does things offensively for the team. He creates space. I also feel like, unfortunately, he has arrived at a time where Bam is playing some of his worst basketball of the season. People are going to get mad at me for saying that, but Bam has not been great over the last few weeks.
One rebound.
That's crazy, man.
One
rebound.
And he's had moments. He's had these like quarters and these stretches of like 5 minutes where he goes 5 for 5, but then he's just fouling too much, or his defense has not been very good. Like his his defensive rating lately has been awful. But what have you seen with Kevin Love on the Heat so far, and what do you think that he's going to give him going forward?
I mean, I kind of saw what I expected, right? Like, even though he's not making shots, he makes smart plays, right? Like, those outlet passes he throws are great. He keeps the ball moving. He's a hub that you can run some offense through. Like, I don't think it's a surprise that Miami's starting to find, not tonight, thank God, but overall, they've been finding, like, a little bit of a groove from behind the three-point arc, right? Like, because you have another front court player that can initiate some offense. He helps out in those dribble handoff situations, and he's just a really smart player. And I, as much as it kind of scares me that he's on Miami, right? Like, if these teams end up playing in a playoff series, that would concern me. I'm happy to see him land with a good organization. I'm happy to see him land with good veterans. And I know you guys are probably a little down on your squad right now, but like, I still I fear and respect the hell out of Miami, and I would not want to play them in a playoff series.
Goddamn right.
It was just, it was just one of those.
Hang the banner.
situations
That's all we
where you
need. That's all we need. We
Best
win.
thing we've got all year.
We win.
Someone who nobody gives a shit about his opinions gave respect to Miami. No, but the unfortunate thing is he was very productive for the Cavs before he broke his thumb on his shooting hand. He changed his form throughout that time and just didn't find a groove. They had trouble playing him in the play-in last year, and I think it wasn't necessarily even like a big endorsement of the other guys they have. It's just a test, right? Like, let's find out what we have, other options, and go a different direction. And he wanted playing time. I don't begrudge him for that at all. So I expect him to be a contributor for Miami. Hopefully he starts hitting some of those threes. But I think you're seeing like the other stuff he does that's so valuable, whether it's the playmaking, whether it's the defensive rebound and the second chance opportunities he gets. I just think he's a smart and helpful player.
Justin, we want to thank you for coming through on the Baskets for Babies night.
I have one more question for Justin.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Justin.
Are you actually from Cleveland?
No, I'm from Canada.
Do you live in Cleveland?
I do not.
All right, I'm not going to do any Cleveland talk. My mom is from Rocky River, Ohio.
Oh, okay. So,
One time I won a Def Leppard T-shirt at the Cuyahoga County Fair visiting my grandparents.
No, I'm a Cavs fan purely by choice. I live in the Cleveland of the North.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Really weird.
What-
Not gonna lie.
What swayed
Really
your
fucking
decision?
weird.
Yeah, why the choice? What
Honestly,
pushed you there?
If we're going like down this rabbit hole, like the Cleveland Winnipeg sports experience is way too similar. Like, both of these cities, cursed sports towns. Both cities had their favorite team leave with the Jets and the Browns in Cleveland. And early sports fandom, watching a lot of Central Division. I didn't want to jump on the Bulls bandwagon. I like Carlos Boozer. Then LeBron gets drafted to the Cavs. I'm like, oh yeah, this works for me. And then when LeBron left with the decision, it actually made me like empathize more and relate to Cleveland fans even more. So it just kind of went down a rabbit hole. So I started blogging about the team. I started podcasting. And then, you know what? It's worked out pretty well since then.
Love that.
Wait, Kitty. No, my man said he liked Carlos Boozer.
The hairline?
Carlos Boozer was back then, but you became a Cavs fan
during Cleveland.
Yeah.
He could have had a nice run with LeBron the first time.
So you became a fan during the Ricky Davis days?
I was not a diehard basketball fan at that time. LeBron definitely kind of helped me tune into the Cavs.
Yeah, just call me old, and that's cool.
Yeah, sorry, no. I did like
He
Ricky.
said,
It's
yeah.
just, yeah, I'm 91. I'm still young at heart, even though I'm getting
younger than me.
praise
I'm
like
92.
Kevin Love.
Thank you, Justin, for your
Basket for
history.
babies.
I love how we just like somebody
Get
says
out there.
I'm a Cavs fan by choice. All these Heat fans are like, why?
Yeah.
Why? It became such a topic of this.
And like, if all the times to become a Cavs fan when LeBron leaves.
Well, I mean, I was a fan before then. It just kind of solidified after because I didn't know. I didn't know
that's
if my
weird. Yeah.
I
No,
didn't
but
know
it
if
is
my
not even that.
loyalties
It's like
were going
all
to
these-
follow him to Miami or what the deal was going to be.
all these Heat fans are like, you fucks with Cleveland? Like, just
Like, for real?
Like
Like by
choice?
choice?
Right.
That hard? On
know,
purpose?
Joakim Noah, like, what's so great about Cleveland? Like,
It's the non-glamour market mentality here, being from Winnipeg. You know what? Giancarlo actually told me once that his favorite,
That
like
guy.
he was like his favorite city that he traveled to was Winnipeg, and I still don't believe him.
course
But
it was.
it- I would take the endorsement though. It was nice that he came up here. I think it was for the Women's World Cup.
He's an
His
elite
favorite
liar.
Heat team of all time is 09 too. So
He also likes Kyle Lowry. Like he's an idiot.
Just like
That's
for
the
And that's
because
that's
this
someone
week,
from Canada.
Gianni was talking about his 3 favorite cities, and it was like Vancouver, New York City, and Omaha, or something like that.
Vancouver's awesome though. Vancouver's a good choice.
just for the future, like dropping Gianni as a reference point. Don't do that.
But I think you were making a
That's
point.
real
I think you were
Cleveland
making
shit
a
right
point.
Yeah,
think you
I
were
was
making
doing
a
it
point.
just to shit on him. I was doing it just to shit on him.
Oh, there you go. You redeemed
support
yourself there
that.
at the end.
Oh, listen. welcome. All right, Justin.
Thank you, Edwin.
Thank you so
But we
much.
the
Love
bullies.
you.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
in the
Join us,
playoffs.
Justin. Thank
We're
you.
gonna
man.
whoop
Thanks,
your ass on
Justin.
Friday. I
Thank you,
think. I
Justin.
don't know.
Oh, let's.
We're gonna
shut this
try.
Seems like a very
down,
nice
man.
young man.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
Weird sports takes. Nice guy.
Yeah. Oh. So let's get back to baskets for babies here. Let's see
Baskets for
where we are sitting here.
babies.
We
I
are
need that
sitting.
link. I'm trying to donate.
We're almost at $200, people.
Come on.
God, that's not enough.
Come on.
Digging
We
those
need
couch
more.
cushions.
We
It's only been
need
30
more.
minutes. We only got 30
We got a
minutes
couple hundred
left.
people. We got over a couple hundred people watching. We had 11 donations so far. We can do more. We need to
If
give
Odds
to a
are
everybody
very
good
does
good
cause.
to win Heat tickets. You have better than a 1 in 20 chance.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Also, if everyone gives $10, we'll get to our goal. I'm trying to donate right now. Brass, filibuster
Yeah,
for me
okay,
while I figure
where's
out how
the-
to donate.
Yeah. Let's look at some babies in baskets, I guess.
Oh, hey!
Aww.
I know that baby.
I wonder
this
whose
is what
baby
you're
that
doing
is.
it for.
No,
She
not
looks
that baby.
like out, but I don't want to jump to conclusions.
That baby's way too cute to be mine. Put that baby back up again.
Okay.
Oh,
Look at that.
look at her. It's the eyebrows, like she's so
It's a basket
inquisitive.
and
Like,
a
huh?
baby.
Exactly.
The
out
basket's
here,
in the
dude.
baby?
I'm out here doing a show at 10 o'clock when I could be
I see what you said,
sleeping
yeah.
to make sure
Nice to
that
see
I
a
can
Sydney
take
get
care of my
something in the
child.
basket.
I'm doing it for you, Dose.
Thank you.
We care about all the children, Alf.
Do we?
I mean,
I do.
yes.
I care about children I know. The rest of them are pretty annoying. Yeah, I don't want to be right.
I'm sorry,
Like,
Dose. Don't let
That's for
anybody do your
charity.
job.
Dee, we try to raise money.
Oh, well, babies are cool. Children, no.
Yeah, that's true. After like 1 year old. Do
Yeah,
you
when
guys
they start
take care
talking,
when do
asking
you
a bunch of
stop
questions.
when do you stop taking care of the
Perfect.
You muted yourself.
When
that
you
was
mute
great.
Right.
yourself.
Yeah, you
Perfect.
exactly.
You saved yourself. You saved yourself.
You
Yes.
could not have timed
Yes.
that better.
Take him out.
Yes. Yes.
I want to know a question now, though.
Why was that so perfect? I want to hear it too now. Filibuster, bro.
Now if it's gonna cost us
Man,
money.
I'm just watching now fumble here. I gotta hear it.
you stop when you stop caring about the babies, but it was a bad thing to say. So.
Oh,
If I had a baby,
whenever we have
though,
a
I would
break, you need
say
a filibuster. I have a fashion don't to tell Tiffany.
oh, let's hear it.
Oh.
Wow.
So the other day I had to go to this fancy fundraiser, this lunchtime fundraiser, and it was
Mhm.
like they were like you paid $100 to go, and they were raising money for charity. And they had like the best mac and cheese I ever ate. It was like made with Wagyu beef drippings, which we don't even eat red meat in Connecticut. We only eat fish and baked chicken, white meat only. And then over on the side, they had like a couple vendors were there, and they had this guy, and he was like shining shoes. It was like a free shoe shine, and he was like an old black dude, and he came over to me and he's like, "Hey, young man, would you like to come have your shoe shine?" I'm like, "Oh, sure, I'll come have my shoe shine." And I went over and sat on a shoe shine thing, and then we got into a little debate about the best way to shine shoes, because I was telling him like maybe you position the foot this way would be a little easier. He's like, "What?" He's like, "I know how to shine shoes. Like maybe just let me do my job." I'm like, "Ah, you're right." So I gave him a nice tip and he was done. And then the next day, this charity put all these photos online of the fundraiser, and there was me like fat cat sitting in the shoe shine thing with this older black gentleman shining my shoes. And I told him I was like sitting on my couch I told my wife I really don't like how that the imagery of this. It's not a good look for me. And she's like, why? I'm like, I don't know. It's like me sitting there like middle-aged white person having an old black dude shine my shoes. I don't like how that looks. And she's like, well, why did you have me even do it? I'm like, well, I needed shiny shoes. I love shiny shoes. Bang, dead, Brass, take me out.
Not bad.
So that was definitely have a nice.
That's a totally true story. That's exactly how it went down. That was the best mac and cheese I've ever had. If you want the best mac and cheese you've ever had, get some Wagyu beef drippings in it.
That's all right. Yes. That sounds good, but not as good as $348
Here we
right
go.
now.
Yeah.
Hit him half 348 times for the baskets for the baby.
Oh.
That's 13 different people have donated, and you have
I want to say
one
thank you to
person
everybody.
can get
it
these
is
tickets.
super hard out there. I know it's like really hard to donate money right now. Inflation is brutal. I work for a credit union, and I know people are having a lot of financial challenges. People are having credit issues. We are it's very challenging raising money this year. I have a lot of friends that work for nonprofits that are saying the same thing. So I don't want to poo-poo at $348. That's fantastic. That's $348 we didn't have before. So I'm very grateful to everyone who's donated in all seriousness.
Yes, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Keep it
Thank
coming.
you. Thank you.
We're going to keep the show rolling with or without Alf.
I'm telling you, I'm having a Victor Oladipo in the fourth quarter kind of night.
Man, that was pissing me
No,
off.
damn, wash
I
your
don't want to
hands.
be. I don't want to be that guy to like shit on like a singular player because there's a multitude of reasons we lost this game. But that was really frustrating. You're down 3 points in two separate possessions, down by 3, and Vic just chucks up a 3.
Chucks it up.
It was just so unnecessary, and like I like some of the things he's done lately. He's coming around, but like you're not that guy, pal. Like especially like the one time after it happens one time, let's give it to someone else.
So, I have to ask Frankie this question because Frankie's just been sitting here and hasn't been able to talk. Has Victor Oladipo passed the ball once since like 2020?
No.
During shoot around
possessions, man, he's getting the ball with 6 seconds left, and the defense hasn't shifted at all. He's got to put a shot up. Like I get the blame, like he hasn't made great decisions, but a lot of this is just the Heat offense. It's especially the Heat fourth quarter offense that we've seen for 4 or 5 fucking years, where they can't fucking score points at all 4 quarters, and then in the fourth quarter they're like, hey, why don't we run an ISO offense and we don't have anybody who can break down a fucking defense. That shit's so annoying. And then it's all on one person to hit outside shots. It's on Max to hit a bunch of catch and shoots, contested shots at the end of the buzzer. Everything's at the end of the fucking shot clock. You can't get anything going. They don't do anything. It's Tyler, it's Vic, it's all of our fucking guards dribble, pass with 3 seconds left, and they're taking a contested shot. It's so stupid.
It's all that they can do, Frankie.
It's all they can do.
Vic has had great chemistry with Cody Zeller. He's moved the ball. He makes good passes off of his pick and roll stuff.
He had a bad 2 possessions. He had a bad 2 possessions.
So he like only passes to his college teammate. I don't know.
At the worst time of the game, like
yes, those are terrible decisions.
Yeah,
that's unjustifiable.
On one person.
My thing is, you got to be.
It's not on one person for sure.
Go ahead.
Not one person, but the problem is you got to be smarter. When this team is not a good offensive team, every offensive possession is precious, right? And they treated them like trash. Like they treated them like, oh, we gonna have another shot. When?
Exactly.
When are you gonna have another shot? Like that's my whole problem with this team. They play like they're nice. Like
Jimmy says that all the time, Alex. We come out and we think we can just walk into shit.
That was literally his post-game rant from last game.
You opened up the fucking door, and thank you because I wanted to get to this fucking point. People were like, oh, Jimmy's fucking tired of Miami. He wants to fucking get traded. He talked about he's tired of the process. No, what he said is we get tired of the process. He's talking about this team that we are all watching. We are watching them just say fuck it half the time. Like they are so fucking good. Like they don't have to do the things to make them successful that they've done in the past. Like they literally are just like, oh no, we got this. Oh, we can fucking do this. We're nice. We're like Caleb all the time. Like when he was in the starting lineup, it would piss me off. Like he missed a layup, and he'd be like, oh man. Jogging back on it. Bitch, get your raggedy fucking second string ass back. Like, who the fuck do you think you are, Caleb Martin?
Listen.
You are not even, that you are an undrafted G League motherfucker. The only reason you got signed is because they thought you were your twin. Like, what are you doing? Get back on defense. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, the whole team carries themselves sometimes. Like, they've done something. Like, these Eastern Conference Finals appearances, they ain't getting you shit. Nobody is afraid of you. And that's the biggest thing I've seen this season. Nobody shook off no Miami Heat. Nobody
We had
cares.
that conversation, Bond.
They out here trying to carry their reputation going forward. Like, nobody cares, bro.
Yep.
Like, you sit here and you all this swagger, and you act like you doing this, you're doing that. You ain't doing shit. You're not. And like that's what Jimmy was trying to say. He's like, I guess we're bored of the process. I guess motherfuckers are just bored of trying hard and playing good defense and giving effort. That's what Jimmy was saying. He wasn't saying nothing about the coaching staff, nothing about the organization. He was calling out his teammates and saying, I guess we just don't fucking care no more. But anything is going to get handed to us because we're that nice. Like, Jimmy used to love this team because it was a bunch of dogs who felt like, damn, this is their chance. And now, I guess I didn't see the fucking press release, but I guess Gabe Vincent got a fucking contract extension. I guess Masters got a new fucking deal. I missed the fucking press release where these motherfuckers got paid. I missed it because you guys fumbled the fucking bag this year. Take me out, Brad. That's what Jimmy's talking about.
Baby.
That is what Jimmy's talking about. Like these dudes that are just acting like they ain't got to do shit. Like that is the problem.
Well, I mean, but we gotta be real. That's the whole team.
Go ahead.
That's the whole team.
Top to bottom, Tiff.
And we want to pinpoint every day. We say so and so lost the game. No, it's the whole fucking team. We keep talking about we got 3 people that average 20 points. No, you don't. And they're not created equal. If you're not giving me points until the last second, or if you're bam and all of a sudden you got 10 straight and then you don't have another one until the start of the fourth quarter, your points are not created equal because you're not helping Jimmy combat all the runs that the Cavs are giving you. And that's exactly what happened tonight.
And see, Alf, everything that you are talking about, everything that Jimmy is talking about, it all goes for me kind of to the central theme of like there being there, and it sounds repetitive, but it is what it all ties back to. They don't have any margin for error. It would be one thing if this were Minnesota, right? Jimmy was pissed with them because they wouldn't work, but they had talent, they had size, they had height, they had other things. That type shit pissed them off. This is a group who is subpar in talent from top to bottom, kind of compared to their peers. And so, again, they have to do, not only do they have to do the things that the other teams have to do, i.e. play defense, put the ball in the basket, they have to expend and put so much into it because they are lacking in such essential facets to the game of basketball. They're not as skilled as their peers. And again, athleticism, I don't care what anybody says, that shit ties in and it improves your margin for error. Like you said, Cleveland had a subpar game, but they're big and they have these other things that allow you to kind of just overcome. They're talented. Miami doesn't have any of that, and so it sucks for Jim.
It's really
it's top end talent. Like I agree with everything you're saying.
It's talent. It is. It's definitely talent, and it is the other things. And so Jimmy's frustrated with a group who he should rightfully be frustrated with because a lot of it is discipline. Like a lot of it is some little stuff. But again, like having to play that role from last season, having to step into new roles from this season, not having people back them, and just not, and it's all of it's kind of caught up to them.
Well, also try hard falls fast.
Yeah, all that hardest work, strongest, biggest, all that shit. That can't be your makeup.
Exactly. If you got more try,
reinforcement.
If you got more try than talent, it is gonna dissipate at some point.
Because what happens when talent decides to try? When talent decides to try and play hard, now you like assed out because you don't have anything.
Then it's Jimmy by himself
Right.
Throwing up 50
We
points
have a
over
lot of
Bubba.
talented people trying to donate a nice sum of money
Yes.
to
Let's
healthy
get it,
mothers,
Brass.
healthy babies.
Healthy
We're up to
mothers, healthy
$840.
Yes. Come on, y'all, so I could go to bed.
Yeah, we're
Where's the link?
$160
We
away.
are rolling.
Healthy
people.
mothers,
Sorry,
healthy
$159.51.
Let's do this. We're
Mickey
absolutely
Harrison
killing it.
ever.
You guys are
Brass.
the best. Yes.
Where else can they find the link?
Again, check your Twitch chat. We will have the Nightbot send that out again.
Go on Twitter. I
Oh,
went on
Is
Twitter.
it on where?
I want to use it.
Yeah, we're
I
on
went
Twitter
to-
also.
I went to Miami Heat Beats page
Yep.
on Twitter, and it's
Okay.
on. And also go to @DosMenudos on Twitter. Go to my Twitter at Alf954. I
Refresh
tweeted
it,
out
Brass.
the link.
At
Let's
Alf
refresh it.
Alex
Let's see.
Musibay. I did not retweet it, but give me a follow.
940.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We're almost there, people.
We
And
need
so,
$59 and
What happened to the part where we
51
say what we're drinking?
Oh,
what are you drinking, Dose?
Dose,
What
what you
are you
drinking?
Some
We
bourbon.
haven't done
Shout
that
out
since,
to
like,
Crab, no
2020.
brands. I made this down in a shed at the end of the cul-de-sac that I live in. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Okay.
Is that
All right.
Is that toilet wine?
That's boot wine.
That's sunshine.
He said not moonshine, that's sunshine. I'm weak.
Almost done with this
Okay,
final
I have a
thing.
question. I'm just gonna throw it up to the whole chat. What happened to Siobhan?
I don't know.
I think her wireless network.
do have
finally
two
gave
things
out.
to say though.
Took herself out.
I'm throwing up to the whole chat. Is there anything you're seeing from this team that gives you hope going forward?
But wait, no, wait. Hope as to what?
Draft
Hope like
beat.
Hope
Okay,
as,
because
I
swear to
was
God.
gonna say it. I was gonna say it, and I knew he was gonna kill me.
hope as to
I'm
what,
gonna,
Alf?
I'm gonna frame it this way. Like in going into the season, I said I felt like this team at best ceiling was a second round exit. I don't think they're even that anymore, right? Like I'd be surprised if they got to the second round. Like, are you where? I guess the question is this: where is your ceiling for this team right now, Tiff? Like, where do you see them headed? I'm not asking Moose because if he says anything about about the draft, Brass is going to kick him out of the show.
Where are we? Are we in the seventh? Are we in the seventh place?
I think,
Seventh
yeah.
inning stretch.
Yep.
Thank God we beat Atlanta twice because it's been shaky.
And then,
for
and then
real.
we're
For
but we're
real.
behind Atlanta, right? Are we behind them?
We're ahead of Atlanta by a game and a half.
So who's in front of us? The Knicks?
The
Knicks and
the
Nets, and they just
And
keep
how-
winning.
3 games up.
How many games?
3 games Nets, 4 Knicks.
We got this too.
Oh,
We have to
thank you,
get this
David
money.
Arango donated $50.
We got to take that away from Ethan somehow.
We're going to get that.
We're
out
gonna
of
get
Ethan.
that.
We're gonna
Yeah.
get that.
We're gonna
Follow
get it.
Alex Musibay. He needs more followers. Yeah.
Ethan, I'm coming.
That's right.
I'm coming.
Ethan, we coming for that 50.
Thank
I'm
you,
coming to
David
get that
Arango.
money.
Thank you.
That's for the babies, Ethan.
That's for the babies,
You gonna
Ethan.
pay what you owe.
You gonna pay what you owe.
With my money.
Bye.
Alejandro, all y'all, we coming.
You know what? You know the sad part is, Alf? This is the type of team that can go out in the first round, or this is the type of team that can beat Philly in 6 games in the first round. Which is who they are.
Yep.
I think that's pretty much who they are. Like, they could get smoked in the first round, or they could shut Embiid down in the first round. Like, this is literally what they could do. And that's the saddest part about this team.
They could be stupidly locked in or just regularly locked in.
Or just stupid.
Or just-
Well,
just
stupidly locked
nuts.
in is the stupid one.
But I just have a quick
That's when
question.
we got
'cause
swept.
I agree with you, Tiff, but are you saying that specifically for Philly? Like, if it's somebody else in the first round, do you think they still have a
Well,
chance?
I feel like I feel like for them, based on what I see it with Jimmy, I think that's the best first round matchup for them.
I
Philly.
agree.
For sure.
I agree.
I don't think the Celtics are a good matchup, especially not the first round. I would try to, honestly, I don't want no part of the Cavs. I don't want no part of 6'7", 6'8", 6'6".
Come on now.
You
going
heard
ac-
tonight.
like,
It's the experience. To me, what gives me solace if we can get in the playoffs. I really want no part of the plan because I don't trust this team to win like a singular game. But I don't.
No, for real.
I'm sorry.
I trust them better with a series.
Yeah, I agree.
Some people think of me as a sunshine pumper. It's not really true. But if we get in, Jimmy and Bam can do. I mean, Jimmy in particular does insanely ridiculous shit in the playoffs. So he alone can win you games, right? Yep. So if we can get in and we're healthy, and again, it seems as though, much to the Heat fan chagrin, the Kyle could be coming back soon. I'm here. I think he was actually he got some shots up tonight. I believe I heard. Is that I'm not making that up, right? I think he was getting some shots. I think he was a shoot around. So
that's news to me.
It's potential because you know what this team needs is a fucking point guard. That would be great. So things can happen. They have been in so many games they should have been in, games they shouldn't have been in. We have won and lost a lot of those by within 5 points. So we are in most of the games we play. So to say that this team doesn't have a chance of getting out of the first round, even if it's not Philly, I don't completely buy into. I know I know things change. The half court becomes much more thing in the playoffs, but it's like there is still enough of the what you would call talent on this team to be able to get over the hump and eke out some wins. Do I think it's championship worthy? Fuck no. But I still think it's possible to make a little bit of noise if they can get in healthy. But the thing is, grinding out these fucking wins for another 14, 15 games is such a grind this late in the season. We
when
can't
you're
afford
playing
that.
8-9 guys for some reason, when you don't need to play 8 or 9 guys.
Yeah.
They should be going 10, 11 deep. Everyone should be fresh.
But they don't even know their rotations yet.
They don't know
what I mean?
rotation.
Exactly.
They don't know.
It's way too late in the season to be trying to figure this out,
And then I'm like, listen. I feel like Gabe Vincent is getting a raw deal. I feel like Max is getting a raw deal because I feel like what we do as Heat fans, right? We build these guys up and we say, we watch them do things in secondary roles and say, oh, they should be the starter. They should be the starter. And then we push them in there. And then when they struggle a little bit, we turn on them, right? We shit all over them. But a night like tonight, why you're watching Gabe just be as passive can be. Why not try Hamish? Why not try Duncan? Why not give some other guys some run when Gabe isn't giving you nothing? You know what I mean? That's where I get frustrated. Why are we doing this 9-man rotation shit when there's guys out here doing cardio? Maybe the motherfucker needs a break. That's my whole thing right now with the rotation. D Sizzle says Lowry warming up his appetite for the buffet. That's rude.
Can I ask Siobhan a real question?
Rude.
You know what's not rude?
Siobhan.
We there? We did it?
Oh, we did it.
We did it.
Oh, yay.
2013.
1,000.
Oh.
Mickey's paying the luxury tax.
We did it.
Now Dose owes me $13. That's how that works, right?
Oh, man.
I have a real question for Siobhan. How did she feel about rotations when she played? Because she played at a really high level, right? And I noticed when I was watching, I was saying before the show, this FAU women's basketball team all the time, and I noticed she would change the starting lineup, the coach, almost every game, and the minutes were different almost every game. They were not a great team. They were struggling and trying to find a rotation. But how did you feel about that? Did you like to know how many minutes you were playing, or you're like, no, I'm not playing well. I don't mind sitting down and I don't get my normal minutes.
Me personally, I was, you can take me out. Me personally, I was kind of always more so the second person, but I recognize that not everyone is like that. And it's unfortunate. In theory, the idea of, everyone committing to doing what's best for the team, that all sounds good. And that can be people's actual intention. But things happen. People are people or whatever. But it never really it never really bothered me because I understood like what it was that kind of I needed to do, and that didn't change kind of regardless of the lineups. I do understand the kind of fickleness and it being finicky for guys who are shooters, for guys who do like need to receive passes and kind of specific spots, who guys who have to have some rhythm with their routes and kind of, you know, some familiarity with who's passing them the ball, depending on what cuts, because touch and stuff like that on passes, all that shit kind of does matter. And so I recognize the space for guys whose game depends on other people doing theirs to have some, you know, some drop off or whatever. But ideally, you know, you kind of hope that it doesn't. With this group, they should be so used to playing with whomever that, you know, they should kind of be, it shouldn't really be phasing them. And I don't know that it is. I don't know if the jostling of lineups is really affecting them more so than just not having health and like reserves, period.
They have reserves.
That's what I'm not
They have
reserves being played.
Well, not using them.
Not reserves being played, right.
Listen, Max needs a 2-week vacation. Like I want to call Max's agent and tell him fake a fucking injury. Like just fake. Like just
how would
say
you feel about
hurt.
this team? How would you feel about this team with like the break that was the bubble season? Like whatever that damn gap in the season.
They come back fucking people up. Let me tell you, they would come. I mean, telling you, like Lowry would be 15 pounds lighter. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, they would come back killing motherfuckers. Okay, you're right. Nobody lost weight during COVID. But they would be. I mean, yeah, if they just had a 3-month break, you know, like they did during the middle, like that's what they need right now. Because I'm looking at Max. I'm like, Max don't even look the same. Like he got bags under his eyes. Like I'm like, Max look like me, and I just had a new baby. Like I'm like, what's happening with Max? Like, is there something going? Is he getting sleep at night? He don't even look the same. He's not even as handsome. I said it.
Wow.
I said it.
Whoa.
He's not even home this year.
Whoa.
I'm not saying he isn't handsome.
You cut me deep. You cut me deep.
As handsome as he was last year.
That's
you
the
cut me
meanest thing
deep.
you've ever said about a Heat player.
That's the you cut me deep.
Lack of sleep, overwork, that'll do it to you.
Let me tell you, you looking at the motherfucker, the poster child of that shit right now.
I'm saying we got the stunt double.
You're hoisting those anvils from 3-point land up at the rim. That takes a lot out of it.
Out here chucking bricks all day
Yeah,
long.
with concrete blocks that you're throwing at the backboard. Yeah,
Motherfucker's exhausted.
They just
Like,
out there shot putting. That's what shot put reps.
I do want to say before we move on, so we're still sitting at 1,013. Still donate though. Just because we reached our goal doesn't mean you should stop.
The babies are
because
still hungry.
there have been 19 different donations, and all those we're going to do a random raffle at the end, and we have Heat Grizzlies tickets to give out. The game is I believe it's next Wednesday, correct, Os?
Yeah, next Wednesday, Heat Grizzlies.
At the Miami-Dade Arena or whatever the fuck they call it now.
Yeah.
So you don't want to miss that. So please get your and it doesn't matter the amount. It's not weighted towards the amount donated. So please donate. And
if you're worried about your safety, Ja Morant
ago.
is not playing that game. So you're okay. You'll be fine.
I went to the Heat Nuggets game like 2 weeks ago, and I met that Alex Solana guy, and he was wearing headphones during the game, and then it turns out he's an announcer for the team. Who knew? I had no idea. I thought he was a weirdo wearing like headphones.
Buena gente ese. Solana ese. Poco raro, pero buena gente.
I don't know what you said.
Exclamativo.
Frankie, tell me what he said after the show. But before that, before we get to the winner of the Heat tickets
of the baskets for Grizzlies.
Exactly.
Shout out, Fez. Stole that from Fez. Thank you, Fez.
Good job, Fez. Let's get to one of our favorite segments where we laugh at other teams to make ourselves feel better about the Miami Heat. What they doing over there?
Yes.
Oh shit! What they doing over there? Some Someone said Solana could be Dose's son. Wow.
What?
Oh yeah, I'm down for that. He already graduated college, right? I don't have to pay for his
Down
college.
for that?
Daddy Dose.
You have the papers already? Yeah. Here, let's get
It's
Alf
fine with
back in
me.
here before we move on here.
Why?
Baskets.
I don't know. Here we go. All right. So let's go. Oh, this is Giannis trying to get his triple-double.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
you know what? I'm
That's
so
crazy.
glad they took that away. I hate that shit.
Give
Come
it to
on.
him.
Ricky
No,
Davis.
that's
give it to
no.
him.
Like the same thing as Ricky Davis. I don't think Ricky Davis should have
That's
gotten it
lame.
either.
Oh, this is great, though.
I'm gonna make both of them.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
make
make both of them.
Loud and
Here's
fucking
the first
wrong.
one.
Right? He
Oh.
said it with his
Doinks.
chest too.
Big ass doinks.
And that's a fat ass chest. Loud and wrong.
It is.
That's the thing. If he didn't look like he do, it wouldn't be as funny. But
It might- yes, Al.
I never really looked at him until right now.
My favorite is when he goes for the rim after, like,
Yeah.
He built like a bad bitch.
Regulation. Yo,
He built like a bad bitch.
the rim is. You should have put tears on that rim.
Oh, that's rough.
He looked like a drawing that somebody tried to erase.
Oh, and this.
that music.
Watch. Oh, geez.
Oh,
This was earlier tonight. Listen to that scream.
that's great.
Wait, look.
That's some Anthony Davis shit.
Wow.
I had not seen that. That was today?
That was
Yeah.
today.
Yeah,
He
that
just
was
put a
today.
Trigger warning before
Wow.
you put that zoomed in shot.
That's-
that shit,
that
I
said-
can feel that shit hurts. Oh
Yo,
my
that
God.
says 6
Yeah.
to
That ain't
8
pretty.
weeks.
It ain't pretty.
No, that did not
yeah.
look good.
6 to
Although
8
you-
weeks.
No, I'm saying.
no.
No.
I'm saying that it looked like it.
But on
Yo.
someone with
It looks
a,
like
with
it,
a
but you can
broken ass
never-
body like that, you never know.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like
Never
it.
tell.
No, it might have just been that.
Yo, do the screen, Brass. No.
I bet you put lotion on them ankles, that shit wouldn't have happened.
He'd be a little more
He would
elastic.
have just kind of slid a little bit.
Yeah, would
He'd
have
had more-
dexterity.
Had
He
some
ain't
more
got no
give.
dexterity to make- them
Got
shits
no
are-
elasticity in his skin.
Yeah, them shits is dry as fuck.
Brittle.
You gotta lubricate the motherfucker from time to time. Shit.
Slide some
So we got the
oil.
Cavs next. We got the Cavs next game too.
Again.
Yeah,
we
Friday.
can.
Damn. Fuck.
We all sounded sad. Like,
Way to kill it, bro. That's good.
all right, why don't we pick a winner for the game?
Yeah.
For
Okay,
the-
so
Grizzlies.
let's give
Luke
people
has to
one
go
more
to bed.
minute
He's
to here. We'll
got
put the
1
link in the
minute.
chat again.
Yeah.
Because
How
eventually
I
we're gonna
met.
have to shut it off so I can put these names in a random name generator here. So this
I'm
is
a
your
little,
last
I'm a little
chance.
sick of Moose trying to get out the damn show all the time early.
Man, I gotta wake up early.
Very important, man. He needs a lot of rest to do that drip drop bit.
That's right. It requires a lot of
High
energy.
energy.
A lot of
Moose
vocal
been
rest.
trying to do 15-minute shows all year.
He's Jimmy Butler.
Oh, we're on year 3.
I'm on efficiency.
For
Efficiency.
the last 3 years.
Yeah, that's efficiency.
Damn. Okay, let's see how we're doing here.
Someone said, "Do you think Knicks and Nets lose tomorrow?" No.
No.
I don't know who they're playing.
Who they play?
Yeah.
Unless they play each other. Shit.
The Nets might. I'm weak.
Why would anybody like listen? The Heat are going to be.
Who is losing games?
Well, the Nets are okay. The Nets are playing the Bucks,
And the Knicks are playing the Kings.
and the Knicks are playing the Kings. So yeah,
Oh, they both might lose.
they both
actually.
might lose.
No.
They both might lose.
Well, the Heat gonna lose on Friday, so who gives a
I was gonna
fuck?
say it's not gonna make any fucking difference.
The Heat are in the play-in tournament. Okay,
For a reason.
Heater
I'm gonna
closest
be-
to the
Wrap your
Wizards
heads.
than the Knicks right now.
I'm gonna be doing a hangover time for a fucking play-in tournament game. I ain't got shit better to do in my life.
Are we six seed or we
think,
or 6 seed or bleed? Like is that our catchphrase
No, we ain't
this year?
making no 6 seed. They got Mikal
What the hell is
Bridges.
that?
We got.
What is 6 feet of...
What is that? Is that our catchphrase?
No, G did that shit, right?
I don't-
Some seed. G was
G
bleeding
got to go.
one year.
G needs to go stage the fucking arena or some shit. He need get off.
I'm a
his
little
ass and do
annoyed.
something.
Well, he's not gonna sage
It
it.
might
He
be
needs to
fun.
sage Kyle's fucking ass.
Oh,
Whoa,
That's what he needs to do.
Ain't no stage in the world.
Baskets for the baby.
Here, let's see.
It's fair booty.
Yeah.
Yeah, my video. Maybe show Frankie my video and see he can see how my prep is.
Oh, absolutely. That's a
Yeah.
great. That's a
Oh.
great thing. And
This is me
we
getting
can't.
ready. So part of Baskets for Babies is we have a lot of basketball shootouts during the month of March, and this is like my prep work for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so just so you know, we can't play the music that you had on it because
That's okay.
we don't.
That's okay. I just want Frankie to judge my
we'll
routine of
talk
how I
over it.
get ready to shoot baskets, and Tiffany and Siobhan as well.
Snuggled.
This is like me getting ready to ball out.
Whoa.
Whoa,
That's
that was
right.
Work, dose.
That's
a
right.
Lot of thigh. There's a lot of thigh.
Whoa, look at that.
I was like 500. I do 500 push-ups.
Oh,
Wow.
And I meditate with my ball.
yes.
Very
Yes.
flexible.
Connecticut, Khalid Al-Amin.
You almost knocked that off the wall there.
Listen,
Gotta make sure it's clean. The ball's clean. Tiffany,
Yes.
avert your eyes for this next part.
Manscaped.
Don't watch this, Tiffany.
Oh
Oh
my
no!
god.
Oh god! Oh god!
Oh my god.
You stay shaving your balls.
Those was in the shower.
This is
Oh,
me.
what's the
I'm
fit for
I'm
the
not
women
only
here?
our most tired employee, I'm also our coldest employee. I always have to wear a sweater. Then here's my wife, and he's making a guest appearance in this next scene.
hi.
She doesn't want to dap me up because she's tired of me.
Oh, what a
Don't
saint.
forget your
She
ball.
made exactly.
He's a fucking saint, man.
Like the lunch bag.
It's like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
So natural. That's what I thought of. That's exactly what I thought of.
Yeah.
What are the words?
Hello there,
That's what
neighbor.
I'm saying.
I wish we could
Frankie,
hear.
how do
it.
you judge that routine? That's a good routine. Now you're ready
That's
to play ball.
fantastic.
It
That's
needs
it.
to be a game
Represent.
handshake from your wife, but other than that, 9 out of 10.
All right.
Tiff,
Yes.
Tiff, why Dose had the Instagram model bed?
What I wanted to ask was, do you not have a closet? Do you not own drawers? Like you made a mess.
My wife only lets me do bits in certain parts of the house.
Okay.
I was like,
You don't have any
what,
art?
though?
You don't have any paintings?
No, he was
stuff.
the first
All
white
in
man
the
to
right.
not have a headboard I've ever
Right.
seen in my life.
Didn't have a
In my
headboard, but
office,
he
I
had
have a
a
whole
framed
basketball court.
Sports Illustrated.
I love it.
Okay, so voting or not voting, but donating for the raffle. The raffle is now closed. So
All right.
I'm going to start adding these to our random generator here.
Adam
Here we
Silver.
go.
Mr. Dose's
Try to
neighborhood.
pick someone that lives in
Nah.
South Florida.
I'll do my best.
To be
Frankie
my
said
neighbor.
the Force Zeller brother.
What are we doing if someone wins and they do not live in South Florida?
Then fuck it, whatever.
Well,
who
Double it
cares?
and pass it to the
I
next
don't
person.
know.
Donate
And
to
we have
someone
to. I don't
You
know.
just sell it
You
on
just-
eBay. Who cares?
I'm too exhausted to think about
This is a
that.
good comment.
Fair.
Dose looking like
Yes,
HGH Zaslow.
Ah, that is pretty good.
I've had to
Actually,
delete
that comment-
several tweets about Zaslow over the last like 2 weeks.
That comment,
Yeah, it was too mean yesterday.
awesome comment.
No, I've had like several things I was like, that's too mean. And just because there's adjacent people that I don't want to get mad at me because I've shit on Zaslow so bad, but
He's
fuck
just
that
an angry
guy.
testicle.
He's such a
great comment.
He's such a weirdo.
Great comment. What?
Fucking fake ass Mad Dog Russo. Let me tell you
I
about
can't do it as good
Zaslow.
as Mike.
I met Zaslow like 5 times. Every time that motherfucker act like he was fucking surprised to meet me. Like he's like, I mean, it was like just the weirdest, most non-communicative motherfucker in the world.
All right,
Like,
it's getting a little negative. It's
Sorry.
getting negative. Yeah.
all right, let me be nice.
A lot of people are making fun of
Baby.
I don't
my,
want to say anything bad about the guy.
Creepy.
So I
you
took
say
the names
those?
off of people that I know do not live in the area. So
Okay.
these other people,
Motherfucker.
who really knows? I hope you are.
Who really knows?
Well, I'll just go to the game. Alf and I will go.
Don't give it a
I'll go with you,
Zaslow.
Dose.
There you go.
I'll meet you there. Meet you
All
there,
right.
Dose.
No, thank you.
No,
I'm busy that night.
Good rat.
Okay,
Way to
let's see if
protect
we
your
can-
peace, though.
Right?
A lot of people are making fun of my skinny legs in the chat. I'm aware I have very skinny legs. My a lot of times if I'm like getting out of the shower or something, my wife's like, "You're like a teenage boy. You're not even like a man." It's very embarrassing.
Wow,
Wow.
that is
Never
Damn,
really grew
that's-
up.
like the
I feel
meanest
now I'm
thing
like,
ever.
I
Yeah.
need to talk to
I weigh
Ashley about this. It's like
175
too
pounds.
far.
I'm 6'1". That's all I got.
Wow.
We gotta talk to Ashley
Okay,
about that. That
are
was
we
mean.
are we ready for this raffle?
Do it.
Babies.
Okay.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The master of babies.
Here Here we go. Let's see here. Let's spin it.
Wow.
Very professional.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Well, that's
look
what I
at
can do.
that.
Jake.
Jay Jacobson.
Jacobson. Gotta
All right.
hit him how on time for some free tickets.
Jade, you live
Whoever-
in Miami?
All right.
Is it Jacobson?
Whoever this person is, please DM me, and I just need your name and email address, and I can transfer the tickets to you.
We also need your social security number.
Yeah.
You won't be home.
That's good.
And your credit
I hope
card
you like
number.
the Deuces podcast because you're about to get a very long subscription.
And let me get back to Zaslow for a second.
Oh boy.
Oh, here we
Take
go.
sip first, and then
Take us out, Brad.
You know what?
Peace out, yeah.
Listen,
Gonna take them out.
fucking little creepy weirdo. You know what? Like, Brass, I was fully expecting you to burn.
Oh no, I wanted to hear it.
No, we're all.
Damn it.
No.
I was
You
expecting
Damn
want
it.
smoke.
You're in too deep.
Nope, now you got to do it. Now you
Shut
got to
up.
do it. Now you got to keep going.
No,
Give
listen.
it.
Would have been a
This
good
man
outro.
with his weird fucking
maybe,
black-
Maybe if you wrote it
Listen.
in the private chat.
Black
Go ahead. No,
Hotel.
put me back up.
That's
Put me
that's
back
okay.
up.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
we
wait,
we
hold
actually
on,
we
hold
have we have a guest, I think.
Wait,
Oh,
Brass.
okay.
Jay Jack says
Jay-
he doesn't live in Miami.
Yeah.
Jay does not live in Miami.
Pass it on.
We need another one.
So we got to
Oh
do it
boy.
again.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alf,
Well,
prep your zazz.
Let me put this back up.
Okay.
Bad
Well,
news for the babies. Yo, Fez Butter's
We're
killing
all
it right now.
doing this. It's exciting.
Let's do this again here.
Fez is your boy.
Fez is my boy.
Here we go. J Jock is now
Let's
gone. Here we
Watching
go.
this wheel
Let's
spin is like
roll
the
it.
Equivalent to listening to
One
Gianni
more
do a show.
time.
I hope I win them.
Court corner.
Court corner.
Oh, he was the first person that donated. I hope he lives in Miami.
Is he in Miami?
Court corner.
I don't know.
I don't even know. Court
They're
corner.
Abby's
He's a big
C.
supporter of the Deuces podcast, so I'm very happy with this.
That's excellent.
I'm
Babies.
He's in New
Yeah,
York.
New York.
In New
Okay.
York. All right.
All right.
By the way,
Okay.
Oh yeah, I had Carla Tiana. She
Yeah.
donated, and she's not.
She
on
said
the
I
she's
didn't
not on
see
the
her.
wheel.
I didn't see her on there. Okay, I will.
She's
add her
gonna.
right
Why
now.
she win?
I'm about to say,
She
just
wins
give it a
every
Carla
time.
Tiana.
There's
Carla
Tiana.
Tiana, I would never let that happen to you, Carla
She
Tiana.
wins every
No,
time.
I went through the
No,
list.
no,
It didn't.
it's
It was not there.
She was
not
an
there.
anonymous. Like she didn't show her amount.
Oh well.
That's why.
I mean. Okay. Okay. Anyway.
I donated.
Last
Here,
time.
hey. Yeah. Oh shit. Sorry. Let's
Yeah,
do this
no,
again.
no.
Let's do this again. Let's do this again.
This time, if you don't
Okay.
live in Miami, like,
Yeah. This
bad.
is enough.
Just-
Enough is
Don't
enough.
tell
here.
us.
Enough is
know
enough.
someone
Enough.
that lives in Miami. You
Yeah,
know
ready?
what?
Nobody wants
Whoever
the tickets.
wins
No,
them,
We're doing this again.
Whoever
Ready?
wins them, go on Twitter and then give them to someone.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
on behalf of the babies.
So I can go to
like
bed.
that.
We all
Okay.
go
Most
Right?
of the people in the chat are saying just give it to Carla Tiana.
Just give it. Are we just
I'm
doing that?
It's fine with me.
I mean, I'm always down for giving something to Carla Tiana.
Yep. Same.
Same.
Well,
Carl Tiana,
the
congratulations.
eyes have it.
Tiana, you're gone.
Carla Tiana, DM me.
Carla
and your
Tiana,
email address.
how am I
Congratulations.
DM Dose.
Yeah, DM.
Give the tickets.
That's.
This was fun, guys.
Oh man.
I want to say a very sincere thank you to everybody, especially Brian and Gianni and Alf and all the hosts of this show. I really, really appreciate it. Everyone that donated. That's $1,000. It's going right in our community to help moms and families who need help. And this is one of my favorite nights of the year. And I'm genuinely thankful to all you guys for indulging my silliness. So I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
We
Dose.
appreciate
Thank
you,
so much.
Dose.
Now, can you say it as Cody Zeller?
You didn't even need the cutout.
You know I'm against these bits. I don't do it.